the better they become. The future is bright.
And both free throws good for White.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Wagner on the wing. Kicks it to Suggs. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
We've seen this from Wagner over and over. This guy understands when a man is open. He's got the timing and the touch to make the pass.
Here's Tatum. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Wagner against Brown. Pass to Suggs. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Suggs has got 5 points so far.
You see Suggs' willingness on the catch to be ready to release quickly. You've got to be decisive, and he was.
And it's Brown missing.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Caldwell Pope outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now, here's Wagner. Suggs with the ball. Over Holiday.
You love how Holiday can get in a guy's shirt defensively without foul.
Here's Brown. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Caldwell Pope following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Caldwell Pope kicks to Wagner. Over Brown. And it's Wagner missing. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. Brown, no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. The rebound by the Celtics.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And Holiday throws it down.
Well, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
Here's Wagner. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Edor's talking about the young Franz Wagner. He's already proven how valuable he is.
Oh, Kevin, there's no doubt. For Wagner, this is a swing man who does a little bit of everything. He can shoot it, he can put it on the deck, he can make his teammates look good. A scorer from all 3 levels. There is not a lot to pick at where Franz Wagner is concerned.
And the first one drops. In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years.
Both free throws good from Wagner. Well, they're still young, but the Magic, Greg, are becoming one of those league pass teams. Like people want to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some players, leaving aside any rooting interest on my part, they've got some young fellas that are definitely intriguing to watch.
Orlando leading. Now, here's Suggs. He has 5. The pass to Banchero. Wagner against White. For three, Caldwell Pope. And Boston with the rebound. To the middle. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And that one's good, Wagner.
The quick feet and hands of Caldwell Pope paying dividends at the defensive end.
Wagner against Brown. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Inside. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Banchero.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Carter against Porzingis. They get a hand on it. Holiday finds Tatum. Celtics passing it around. That one drops for him.
Well, this is what you want to see. It's 7-3. Kristaps Porzingis finished through contact.
And here is Suggs. He has 5. Banchero outside. Great D that time from Tatum.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Brown. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect. Go to the offensive board and cash in.
Here's Wagner to the inside. Suggs. Porzingis with the block. Up top, Brown. He's defended by Wagner. Out to White. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Carter. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Clock at 6. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Down low. Here's Suggs. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 7 points for Jalen Suggs. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1. From down in the low post, it goes. Brown's got 6.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Of course, we've talked about Boston's young talent for so long. They've now become battle-tested veterans.
And it's incredible how young that experience has taken hold. They have had players build big roles in so many big games. What a strong foundation, and now you've just got to keep building.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Fultz checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Holiday. And it's Orlando with the rebound. To the paint. unloads from 13. Second chance effort. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Holiday. No good on that one. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Anthony taking his time here. Fultz finds Isaac. Now Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Yeah, you're seeing Isaac mature as an offensive player. Finding your open teammate, such a critical skill.
Outside Holiday. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Wagner outside. Another shot, and the layup is good. And the Magic lead by 1.
That, to me, is exactly the kind of play you want from Mo Wagner. Aggressively chasing the rebound and getting a second chance opportunity.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Here's Hauser. He's covered by Isaac. Hauser the pass to Porzingis. Holiday against Fultz. Another miss by Holiday.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Holiday against Wagner. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hauser. That one, no good. Isaac with some nice D. Wagner on the wing. Wagner finds Wagner. Left block shot on the way. Does not find the basket. His 3rd miss. He's made just 1 so far. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Here's Hauser. Nice defense from Wagner. Magic leading by 3. Inside. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Holiday trying to get something going, and it's Porzingis getting it to go. Porzingis has got 6.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Outside Anthony. Passes it to Isaac. Wagner outside. Misses the 3.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
There's the pass to Pritchard. He dishes it to Horford. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
I love it when Al Horford is challenging defenders to stay with him. Use your physicality, big man.
Fultz against Holiday. Wagner outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pritchard passes to Horford. He kicks to Holiday. To the inside. A miss that time would have put him up. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Magic lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Orlando. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Boston trailing. That gives them the lead. White's got 5 points so far.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Pass to Banchero. Over Tatum. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Now here's Tatum. He has yet to score. Shot clock at 5. Launches it from deep. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, back in grade school, when Jason Tatum told folks his NBA goals, they'd often suggest a backup plan. And he said, I always would tell them, I don't have one. I'm going to make this work regardless. Nothing else matters. Kevin?
Oh, I like that. It's worked out, David. Thanks so much. Brown with the bucket. Brown's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
So Jaylen Brown's athleticism makes him a factor on the glass. Nice job getting those second chance points.
And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that lead?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
The first free throw is good. And the Magic making strides, but Doris, their offense is still lagging behind.
Yeah, a couple things come to mind here, Kevin. Obviously, outside shooting and playmaking are 2 areas where they can grow. Elite perimeter play would probably help take them to the next level, but this is all part of the process when you've got young talent.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Brown with the bounce pass. White wide open. He fires. Off target from 3-point range. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded closely. That's good from Banchero on the assist from Suggs. And the Magic lead by 2. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. Rebound by the Magic.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate, and they're rarely fooled.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Here's Pritchard. Following the basket by Contavious Caldwell Pope. Takes the 3. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good. Suggs.
Boy, great strength, great balance. Jalen Suggs shows you the ability to finish through contact.
Celtics trailed by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Just to Cornette. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Now, here's Suggs. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Here's Banchero. And the layup is good. Banchero's got 6 in the quarter.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Well, Greg, here he is, the first overall pick of the 2022 draft, Paolo Banchero.
And the top pick because he's a 6'10 playmaker. Banchero has a tremendous feel for the game, great vision, passing it, and endless potential offensively.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tillman's checked in. Left side, Brown. Out to the wing. Tillman passes to Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. Brown against Caldwell Pope. Banchero dishes to Suggs. Shot clock at 6. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. 8-point game. Can they get it? Tatum gets it to go inside.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
To the middle. Here's Carter. A teardrop falls in. Carter's got his second basket of the game.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Outside, White. He gets it in there. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Now Suggs. He's got 9. Shot from 12. Doesn't go that time. White with the defensive effort. Passes it to Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
Suggs with the ball. Caldwell Pope outside. Puts it up from 17. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope. 6 points for Wendell Carter. Outside, White. And the pass to Tatum from deep. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Now, here's Suggs. Here's Carter. And the bank shot is good. And it's an 8-point Magic lead.
Jalen Suggs has proven early, if you're open, he's going to find you. Pretty pass.
Outside Tatum. Tatum with another miss. For Orlando, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Here's Harris. The rebound by the Celtics. Left side, Brown. Over Caldwell Pope. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Al Horford's checked in for the Celtics. And a change for the Magic. Anthony's checked in.
Hey, yo, get on call.
Carter outside. Out to Anthony. Fires the 3. Al Horford with the rebound. Celtics trailed by 8. Bounce pass from Tatum. Here's White. Here's Tillman. Good work defensively by Carter. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort. And what a day on the glass for a guy who's given up a lot of size out on the floor.
Orlando leading by 8. Caldwell Pope kicks to Anthony. Rebounded by the Celtics. White's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a goal stretch offensively for sure.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Now here's Anthony. Banchero outside. And he banks in the layup.
Timeout, timeout.
Banchero's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Magic.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Now a timeout called by Boston. For this young Orlando team, last season GA was a huge step forward.
A 12-win improvement, taking a giant step forward offensively. Their top 5 scorers, all under 25 years old, a very bright future in Orlando.
So both teams making some changes here. Celtics trailed by 8. Holiday, the pass to Horford. White, left side. On the wing, Holiday. Covered by Anthony. And the shot is good. Holiday's got 6.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And here's Fultz. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Isaac's got the lead up to 8 now for the Magic.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
White against Fultz. Right at the free throw line. And again, it's Boston converting.
This, to me, is Derek White's sweet spot. That mid-range game is on point.
Here's Anthony. Wagner outside. Nice D from Porzingis. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 6. Out to White. Outside, Porzingis. 6 to shoot. And he's good on the 3-ball. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, this is where Porzingis thrives. He is shot ready on the catch.
1:03 left now here in the second. Isaac outside. Pass to Wagner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Celtics trailed by 3. Now White. 9 points in the game so far. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Gentlemen, that is about excellent concentration from Derek White. You play through the foul. Now you get the old-fashioned three-point opportunity.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Wagner's checked in for Orlando.
One shot.
And it's tied up with that one.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender. A guy who can contribute to a good team.
Count that one from Isaac.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by the Magic. Wagner outside. Lays it up off the glass. Wagner's got 6.
Just such a true scorer. Franz Wagner knows how to get the ball in the cup.
Pass to Hauser. Holiday inside the... Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters. Well, you cannot do it better than that.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Orlando out in front, leading by just 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit. But tonight, they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. Boston trailing. Here's White. Passes it to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. White with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Porzingis buries it down low. Porzingis has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Celtics.
Kristaps Porzingis, a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
Suggs passes to Carter. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. No doubt, Greg, Jason Tatum is an all-NBA player, and this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on a finals team at just 24 years old.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Now, here's Banchero. Over Tatum. Once again off the mark, Orlando. 90 seconds now into the second half. Lets it go from deep. And they recover it. Out to Porzingis. Shoots the 3. Boston again missing. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Orlando. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Here's Wagner. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Orlando Magic is rolling out with some long and rangy athletes. They've got some size and the foundations of an identity. One scout recently said, everyone talks about playing positionless basketball, but they're the only ones who have really said, what the heck, let's do it. Kevin?
They've got a type, don't they, David? Thank you. And then Carter with the jam.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
White with it. 12 points for him. Tatum kicks to Brown. Now here's White. Down low. Here's Porzingis. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Orlando trailing here. The feed now to Carter for the tie. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Uh-oh, Wendell Carter Jr. has caught his rhythm. You better look out, defense.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 8. He buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Pritchard, he's checked in for White. The Magic trail by 3. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside Tatum. The pass to Pritchard. From past the arc. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Pritchard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Carter right side. Banchero inside. Guarded by Tatum. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Pass to Suggs. Boston grabs the miss. Brown right side. The quick look, no good that time. The Magic trailed by 6. Pass to Wagner. And here is Suggs. Carter outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Cornette. Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Pritchard. Over Suggs. Cornette passes to Pritchard. Brown outside. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. Rock the rim, Wendell Carter Jr. We see you.
Here's Boston now. They're on a 15-6 run. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Brown outside. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Brown's got 10 points in just the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Doris, looking at the career of Jaylen Brown so far, his rise to stardom has been impressive.
It's impressive, Kevin, because of the work put in. He needed to become a more complete offensive player by, number 1, improving his handle, and number 2, becoming more efficient with his shooting. He's done both. He's always been a force in transition. Jaylen has been special.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Harris is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Now here's Wagner. He has 6. Isaac up top. Kicks it to Harris. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Al Horford is checked in for Drew Holiday. And the Magic making a change here as well. Fultz is checked in for Wagner. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open? Pretty.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Passes to Cornette. The pass to Pritchard. Over Anthony. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 5. The Magic trailed by 9. Outside Anthony. Pass to Isaac. Outside Anthony. For 3, Harris. Boston grabs the miss. Pritchard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Boston lead.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
To the paint. It's tipped. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
Come to me.
Outside Anthony. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Pritchard. Brown outside. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here is Anthony. Inside. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Isaac.
And this is an area that Jonathan Isaac continues to work on. Key is being aggressive and finish.
Now Brown. He's got 20. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Feeds to Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Wow, Markelle Fultz finishing with power. This guy's confidence growing and growing.
Here's Pritchard. He has 7. Brown outside. That doesn't go either for Brown. Over in the corner, Fultz. And he drives in. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Brown outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Boston making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. Franz Wagner's checked in for Orlando. The Magic trailed by 7. Wagner outside.
Get there.
Tillman grabs the miss. Tillman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Pritchard. Moves back up. Tillman's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Anthony. Fultz kicks to Anthony. On the wing, Isaac. Offline with his 3.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Anthony. Three-pointer, Horford. Offensive rebound, Pritchard. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Magic. Shoots from 12. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Boy, tough shot for a young player. No hesitation in the mid-range by Cole Anthony.
Pass to Hauser. Isaac with some nice D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Hauser after the made shot from Cole Anthony. Outside, Horford. For the three, drops in the tray. Horford's got 5 points so far.
Well, the incredible shooting touch of Al Horford. He added that range game during his time in Atlanta.
To the middle, here's Isaac. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
A nice shot by Brown.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Here's Isaac. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Celtics leading by 6. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Anthony. Banchero outside. Baseline jumper. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Magic trailed by 6. Anthony dishes to Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. Now the pass to Banchero. Over White. The fader. And it's Banchero missing. Boston shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. White, good. And the Celtics lead by 8.
That's all about determination from Derek White. Doesn't let the contact deter him.
To the inside. And the basket by Isaac. That's 10 points for Jonathan Isaac.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Holiday up top, covered by Anthony. And there it is for him.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
Suggs passes to Anthony. Here's Isaac. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Celtics leading by 6.
Hey, yo, get on Holiday.
Pass to White. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Well, in the modern NBA, a big that can shoot with range, so important. Kristaps Porzingis from 3.
Down low, here's Caldwell Pope, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available.
Take a break.
And, boy, are they
2
taking
shots.
advantage.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
The first one falls. Carter, he's checked in for Cole Anthony. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Here's Holiday. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. White, bounce pass. Rocket 6. Tatum down low. Isaac on him. Tatum no good. To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. That shot misses. Holiday with the defensive effort. Boston leading by 7. Outside Tatum. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Isaac with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now, here's Jason Tatum missing his last shot.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Magic trailed by 7. Suggs with the ball. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. He takes it in. And it's Banchero missing. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Brown the pass to Porzingis. Over Caldwell Pope. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Brown. 16 points for Porzingis.
Boy, what a pass by Jaylen Brown. Probably one of his most improved areas.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now here is Holiday. And Tatum out top the key. Back to Holiday. Outside White. He's feeling it. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
And the second free throw, good.
As much as Banchero's going to get to the line, he wants to be more efficient.
And here's Holiday. Here's Brown. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening. You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
And it's Brown missing. The Magic trailed by 7. Banchero passes to Suggs. That shot off. Holiday with the defensive effort. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Tatum no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's White from 11 feet away. Brown outside.
Screen coming.
Drives to the hoop. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Banchero kicks to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Magic moving the ball around. Isaac against Porzingis. Offensive rebound. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And you talk about a tough matchup, Doris, for teams against this one. Kristaps Porzingis. He is a tough cover.
Yeah, listen, Kev, this guy has that rare combination of both size and skill, increasingly more efficient, and when he's healthy, he's really been a problem.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David.
This is encouraging to see Jonathan Isaac finish through contact. He obviously will fill out that frame and add some weight, but the balance really impressive.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Here's Brown. And he can't bank that one in. The Magic trailed by 5. The feed to Caldwell Pope. And that one is stuffed right through.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Holiday, the pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice defense from Wagner. Well, Orlando shooting 40% in the fourth. Now, here's Suggs, guarded by Holiday. Porzingis against Carter. Over Porzingis, and too long on the shot. Celtics leading by 3. Now Brown. Here's Holiday. Launches a 3. White, good. White's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir. I'm putting this one home.
Here's Wagner. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Don't you love that a young player like Franz Wagner so willing to deliver in the clutch? Wow.
Pass to White. Outside, Porzingis. The three-pointer, no good.
And you will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Caldwell Pope against White. Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. Off target from outside. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Celtics. Dish out to White. Brown outside. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now, here's Suggs, guarded by Holiday. Suggs with the ball. Rebound, Boston. Holiday's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Passes it to Horford. And White kicks to Holiday. The tray. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. The Magic making a switch here. Van Carroll's checked in. Now here's Brown. Good work defensively by Carter.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Here's Van Carroll. And finished off by Van Carroll.
A huge reason
why Banchero was selected first overall, because this team trusts him to be that guy.
Brown, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And in the moment of truth, KCP calling for the ball and delivering a powerful blow.
Brown, good.
Yeah, if you're going to be a franchise guy, you've got to want the ball in these clutch moments. Jaylen Brown doing work.
Here's Banchero. And that one hits back iron. White, left side.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They trailed by 2. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pope on the wing. White covering. At the elbow, Banchero. Caldwell Pope outside. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
Wendell Carter Jr. says, big moment is my time. What incredible confidence.
Now a timeout called by Boston. It's tied at 91. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brown outside. Three-pointer. Misses the three. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. its way from Caldwell. Oh, big time play!
And he nails it. Oh, and he wins it at the buzzer.
Oh, an astonishing way to end this game. Some serious last-second heroics.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Wendell. A big performance on the boards tonight. Did you expect to dominate like that coming into the game?
No, I didn't. I just wanted to come out, help my team any way I could. So, rebounds or not, I did what I had to do to help the team win.
You were a big part of it tonight, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Guards taking center stage tonight, RJ. This league has morphed from interior base to perimeter dominated.
Yeah, so we're seeing a lot more games headlined by backcourt players. Also, coaches using lots of three-guard type lineups, so it's a lot of small ball. It makes for a quicker, higher scoring style of game.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero at the 3 and the 4. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Here's Suggs. Outside Carter. Good D by Porzingis. And Porzingis has got the ball here for Boston. Deflected! Here's Caldwell-Pope. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Tatum. Banchero no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Once Tatum's around the contact, it's over. A little room, just a little, is all that's needed for him to score.
Here's Suggs. He's covered by Holiday. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul. Here's Wagner.
That's a good contest, and when Jalen is dialed in, he is an elite defender.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Now here's Holiday. And it's Brown off the drive. White for 3. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Orlando, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Inside, here's Carter. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Banchero.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And talk about consistency, RJ. Boston has made the Eastern Conference Finals 5 out of the last 7 years.
Yeah, that's pretty phenomenal, especially since some of their best players are still developing. I know a guy that thinks that they haven't been very good for a very long time, but I know what Celtics fans want. They want a ring, but they should still feel very proud of what this young team has accomplished.
Grant, it's fair to say this Magic team is still coming into its own as far as the youth on the roster.
Yeah, not a lot of NBA service time up and down the roster, but tons and tons of talent. I mean, they've done very well constructing the roster. Now to develop it, and they'll see the wins pile up.
When talking about the Celtics, you'd have to say they have a unique 1-2 punch, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, B.A. To have Tatum on one wing and Brown on the other, that's a potent combination. And what a luxury for Boston. They complement each other so well.
First one falls. Unlike a lot of drafts, Grant, there wasn't a clear first overall pick in 2022 for the Magic.
Yeah, but I do think they nailed it, taking Paolo Banchero, a 6'10 playmaker. Banchero was Rookie of the Year, and he's certainly a player you can build around.
The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Tatum passes to Holiday. Now here's Brown, defended by Wagner. There's Tatum with the three. Boston, no good that time either. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's a three-point game. Here's Suggs. The kick out to Banchero. Tipped away. Horford with a steal. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Count it.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
The Magic have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Here's Suggs. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Banchero. Back to Suggs. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Five to shoot. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Celtics with the lead. Here's White. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. White's got 5.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Carter, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Carter. Horford pulls it in.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Basket counts.
It's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Horford. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Picked it. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And he throws it down with one hand.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind. That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
It's stolen by Holiday. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. It's deflected. Second chance shot, and he lays it in. Orlando trailing here. And here's Wagner. Outside Carter. Pass to Suggs. Over Holiday. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. Attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Brown's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. Here's Suggs. He's covered by Holiday. Outside Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wagner. Wide open. Horford pulls it in. Boston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Holiday. And it's rejected.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Uses the glass on the layup.
Timeout.
Caldwell Pope's got 6.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Boston calls time here. Some changes for Boston. Cornette comes in for White, and Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Fultz, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Here's Pritchard. Puts up a deep three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Anthony with a bucket.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Leading by 5. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
How about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Anthony, the pass to Fultz. Here's Isaac. Horford covering. Isaac's shot is off.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
And even in a short time in the NBA, Tatum has become the model wing for the modern NBA, RJ.
Yeah, he does everything so well. Shooting, defense, playmaking, you name it, this man has it. He gives you everything you want and need in that wing position.
Horford with the block.
The great positioning, the 7'1" wingspan. That combination makes Horford a dangerous shot blocker.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Magic. Harris is checked in for Wagner. And so here is Orlando. They trail by 7. Anthony finds Harris beyond the arc. And the foul called on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Anthony. Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Out to the right wing. The 3 is up. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Wagner. No points so far. Fultz against Brown. Fultz is good.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Boston's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Brown with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Hauser from the arc. Knocks down the long J. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Hauser. Brown, no good. Well, the Magic shooting around 32% to begin this game. Anthony, the pass to Harris. Outside for Fultz. Clock at 6. With the 10-footer, and they pick up 2. Fultz has gotten his second bucket. Here's Pritchard. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Here's Brown, and the jam by Brown.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Here's Orlando. 11-point game. Wagner outside. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Boston has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. A 1:15 left in the first.
Pick coming.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Horford. Here's the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Now here's Harris. Still without a bucket. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Tillman's checked in for Cornette. Here's Wagner. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Pritchard, no good. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Down by 12. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. There's the triple. Here's Horford. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
If you want to talk about a high-value veteran, Al Horford is your guy. I mean, he's been around the block and has a ton of wisdom to share with younger guys.
It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Drew Holiday out there with Derek White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And Wagner gets it to go.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Well, Boston's been a franchise that has sustained winning, Richard.
Yeah, B.A., look, they've had down years like anyone, but they don't have down decades. And the Celtics, they replenish as fast as any team outside of maybe their rival Lakers.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Celtics have terrific depth. They have a number of reserves who could start for other teams. All-star Jason Tatum said those guys sacrificing coming off the bench, I think that just speaks volumes to the commitment that we have to be our best and to playing to our standard every night. Brian?
That's what it takes, Allie, right? Thank you. And Banchero gets it to go.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum, taking the hit.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And it's Wagner missing. Boston's shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Holiday passes to Tatum. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Cornette's checked in for Boston. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Here's Suggs. He's scoreless. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Caldwell Pope against White. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Here's Carter. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
And with load management, some say it's the team's job at times to protect players from themselves. How different is that from when you play, Grant?
You know, B.A., it's very different. I think teams now are much smarter assessing load and risk and looking more at the long-term big picture of their players.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside White. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Orlando calls timeout. You know, when Derek White came into the league, he ran the point. Richard, things have changed since then.
Yeah, B.A. Since transitioning into more of a scoring role as a guard, White has not disappointed, taking more shots and seeing those scoring averages go up.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Suggs. He's covered by Holiday. Got a piece of it. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Tatum from long range. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Here's Tatum. After the basket by Orlando. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Tatum. He's got 13. Shot clock at 6. Back to White. It's rebounded by Wagner. The Magic have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Caldwell Pope. Nice D from Tatum.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim. One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the